All right, guys. Welcome back to our webinar. This is the second webinar we're gonna have on UK and maybe UK teaching. UK. So this episode or this webinar is gonna be about what to expect living in the UK, like taxes, salary, and all of that. So those are the things we're going to talk about in this webinar. Now, if you have questions, we take questions in the webinar, but we will not put it online. So you might not find our question section when if you're watching this on YouTube. But you can write your question in the comment section. Then we will just answer it and ask the host to answer the question. So let's start now. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. All right, sir.
Okay. If you have a pen there, please, you can make sure you get your pen and paper ready, please. Get your pen and paper ready, please, so that you can be able to jot down some information that will help you. The most important thing people are doing is that people are not planning when they are applying to come to UK, and they get frustrated and they start questioning the system. They want to change the system the way they do in Nigeria. They are stubborn. The UK has rule. Although we have rule in Nigeria, some of us believe we can do anything. Then we carry that idea to UK. Everything has been planned in the UK. If you follow the rule, you are going to be okay. But it's good to know the information before you come, so that you don't feel frustrated. So I'm going to share my PowerPoint now. Please, if you have pen, just take your pen and you can start jotting down something, please. I will be so slow. If I'm too fast, please tell me to slow down, please. So this is what we want to discuss. It is from my experience, please. It is from my own experience. And if you have anyone that want to contribute that have another experience, please share it with me. So we've had the first talk about if you are from Nigeria, you're a teacher, you can apply to UK. Yes, the opportunity is there, and I've shared my experience about what you are going to do when you come. Again, the idea to share this is not to prevent you from coming, it's to allow you to prepare very well. The opportunity is there, but you need to prepare very well. Okay, so today we talk about salary. We talk about income tax, NI contribution, pension, rent, household bill, childcare. Most of this information are not given to you by the influencer on the internet. They just give you the overall salary, yearly, annual salary, and then you are happy. You will see 28,000 pounds, you divide it by 12, you are thinking, I'm going to build a house before 1 year. No. So this is going to give you, and you could be able to calculate even your salary, how you are going to spend it. If you are single, you will know, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to prepare. If you are married, you are going to know how to prepare. So we start with salary first. Okay. Before I start, let me show you a typical payslip of a teacher. This is a payslip of a teacher. Please look at it. I want you to look at something, which is what is causing problem in Nigeria when the internet influencers are giving you information. This is the salary before tax. Look at this, 2,000. This teacher is possibly around 28,000 per annum. So if you divide, you may get something like that. That is the salary before tax. Look at something here. This is after tax. After removing everything, not only tax, I will be explaining some of these things as I go along. Look at it. This may not be related to you. This is child care. The man is married, has daughter, both the wife and the man, they are working. So the daughter will need to be taken care of after school. That means she daughter will stay after school in after school club, and they are going to pay. So majority of the company will government give a sort of subsidy, and then the company will also help you. They deduct their amount, they will deduct their amount before the salary is paid, which make it cheaper anyway. So look at here, look at the tax pay here. Look at NI contribution. Look at her. This person has also been a student in the UK, just a student loan. And look at Metro card, transport. Is going to be going from home to work. So he has a Metro card. Depend if you're in London, Oyster card, and so on. And then you have pension here. Look at that. So at the end of the day, this person is going to take on 1,300 and something. Look at it very well. But on Twitter, on Instagram, the influencer will just be telling you are going to earn around 2,000, and then you'll be able to save 12,000 per year. So the idea of telling you this is to break things down for you so that you understand what you are coming into and you'll be able to prepare. Unlike Nigeria, where you can do away with tax, some of us, we always blame the government. We've forgotten that we're also part of the government. So if the government tell people to collect money at their local council, some people will not collect it, you will bribe them, you will not pay tax. UK is different. You are going to pay all this. So let's start. When we talk about salary of teacher, where the government divide into about 3, so we have inner London. So when you are looking for job now, when you are applying, please look at the city very well and think, am I going to survive? The pay will be there, then you need to think very well. So we have inner London, outer London, and the rest of the UK. So when you are a new teacher, please qualify. When you're a qualified teacher, you can be expected to earn at least 26,000 per annum. That is the annual salary. It minus tax, please. And then if you start teaching and you have experience, of course, you'll be promoted and your salary may increase to 40,000, or you become the head, you earn more. Okay. So inner London, outer London, and the rest of UK. If you don't understand what I mean, this is the map of London first. We have inner London around here and outer London around here. You can see I put something here. Maybe some of them are popular to you if you're in Nigeria. You see, you have Enfield here. We have Berkeley here. You can see we have a lot of Bromley here. Some of the one Croydon here. But if you look at it, the inner London are where we call city. Some of you must have been hearing it. So the salary is divided so that when you are in inner London, where this is very expensive, your money is more. So these are the rest of UK. So look at it. London is here, and the rest of UK, Birmingham, Liverpool, Leeds, Glasgow, everything. So you can see the salary is based for teacher is based on this. Okay. Please, if I'm too fast, please slow me down. If you cannot hear me, just send a message to the coordinator so that the coordinator can tell me. So we know this how the salary is structured now. Let's look at the example here. So when you are coming to the UK, you are going to be employed as unqualified teacher because you don't have QTS anyway. You are going to have all the requirements. You don't have QTS. So you are going to be trained. The government is so lenient. You may have 4 years of grace by the school, and the school can actually enroll you to start. But you are going to be employed as unqualified teacher. Look at this. This is unqualified teacher in outer London. Look at that. So that means if you have experience, you may be around here. But if you don't have experience, let's just look at this. That I don't have experience. I'm applying from Nigeria. This is the amount I will get per annum as unqualified teacher in outer London. Okay. What about inner London? Look at this. In inner London, 24,000. Can you see more? Because it is more expensive. So these are the experience range. It depends on the school. The school may assess you and say, you got a lot of experience. They will use the scale to give you the money. But at least, let's just say this is the amount we have for inner and outer London. Let's look at the rest of the UK. If you are in the rest of UK, your salary will be around here. Don't forget, we are talking about unqualified. So I picked this information from government website. It's not me, so you can see. from now till August 2023. You're going to be earning 19,000 per annum as an unqualified teacher. So let's see, what about when you qualify? You can see this is Outer London, 32,000 when you are qualified. And there are something here, you don't need to know them. It is just the scale, the upper range. Don't worry about that. Inner London, you have 34,000. Look at that again. The scale is here, but our focus is just the first year when you become qualified. So here for the rest of the UK, this is 28, as you can see. So remember, you are not qualified. Your salary will be that. So when you are applying, look at the area very well. Let me go back to the outer. You can see unqualified teacher 22,000 in Outer London and 24,000 in Inner London. Okay, so let's go on. So I will jump directly. This is qualified. When you are. So when you are also a teacher, as you have experience, we also have what is known as teaching and learning responsibility in the class, in the school. You'll be running TLR. Then your payment is going to increase. Don't worry about this. Let's just focus on unqualified teacher. But as you get in, you will know more about this. And if you also work with special education needs school, in special education needs school, you also get allowance. So this is the salary, everyone. So remember, we want to know some of the other expenses we are going to have so that we don't become so thinking that, oh, I'm going to earn 22,000. You think that 22,000 is what you will carry home. Okay, so that's the salary, everyone. And when you get the salary, you will see one of the things that I said at the beginning is that in Nigeria, we don't have a good tax structure. Government will even be running to some people to pay tax because we don't want to pay. And when we pay, some people are going to use it. Some people with corruption. So, but it is different in UK. You will pay it. There is no doubt about it. Don't think I'm going to use shortcuts. No, as long as you have what is known as NI, you are going to pay income tax. The income tax is well calculated. Don't worry, it's based on percentage. So I have something here. Let's look at it. So if your personal allowance is between here, you will not pay anything. But for us, for you, as an unqualified teacher, your basic rate should be around here. You can see we say you are going to be earning 22,000. That means your tax should be 22% when it is calculated over the year. You can see 20%. So if you work more, don't worry, you will survive. When you spend more here, you may get around here. But let's just focus here where you are as an unqualified teacher. So remember, you need to, the tax will be deducted. In your first year, when you first come in, you may be put on emergency tax. Don't worry, the government will pay you back. The government will pay you the money back when you are placed on emergency tax. But immediately everything is okay, you'll be able to receive your tax code from there. Everything is well efficient. You receive the tax code and you'll be able to see how your tax is calculated. You can even call to explain how for them to ask how your tax is calculated. So the most important thing we are saying is that it is not what you read on the internet. When anybody tell you are going to earn 22,000 and you start dividing it and you think you can save about 20,000 per year, please forget about that. There are other things you'll be paying. So that is income tax. We also have what is known as NI contribution, and it's around 0.2%. I'm still going to go back to the payslip I show you, and you see everything here. So that is your payslip. That is what you have in your payslip: income tax, NI contribution, pension, and any other thing that your company decided to give you. Okay. After that, what do we have? Now you've collected the money. They've removed the income tax. Look at the payslip I show you. If you go back, let me show you the payslip I share with you. This is the payslip. Now, after removing all the tax and so on, this person has got 1,368 left. So now let's look at what other thing is going to be paying. Let's start with the rent. Rent will vary and it depends on the city you are. So again, when you are looking for advert, definitely advert will be coming out. Look at the city very well. They would say, I want to Japan, and you pick a very expensive city and you then regret when you get there. So we have one room studio, especially when you are single, you may just want to live in one room. And when you are married, please, there are something I read on the Twitter where some people are saying, I'm married, I have 3 children and my wife. We can just pack ourselves in one room for a year so that we can say, no, 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 you cannot do that, please. If you have 4 children, you may possibly be able to need to rent 3 bedrooms. You cannot say, we want to manage. So it's okay for single people, they can stay in one room as studio. Okay. But it depends on where you are. If you are also single, you can stay in share accommodation. And I've read something on the internet, some people don't know the meaning of share accommodation. So it's not like Nigeria. You may stay in share accommodation where some people there will not even clean the toilet. They will cook and not clean the kitchen. So that is going to be tough for you. If you know you cannot cope with something like that, you need to go and rent your own apartment. You need to be able to stay with people that will not clean up, so that will not even flush the toilet. So it's better to have your own studio room. And then another thing with prices that we're going to go on. So here we are again, just like I told you, this is city now. So look at this. So of course, I know you are not going to get there. What are you going to come and do here? So when you are here in Nigeria, some people stay in city. Those are for rich people. You can see 2,000 per month. So you are paying £500 per week. That is inner London. At outer London, we are paying 300 and something per week, which is about 1,500. You can see this is 1-bedroom apartment. So you are going to be calculating all this and you have it in mind before you move. This is more, I just picked some town. You can see we have here, this is Manchester. You can see we have 750. Can you see the difference? Inner outer London, 1,000 per month. But when you go out to the rest of the country, you have this. Depending on the area also, you can have some area in Manchester where they have houses like that, especially when they are very close to the city center. So we have 750 per month, which is 173 per week. Then if you go to another town, very small town, Barnsley, you have 375 per month, which is 87 per week, 87 pounds per week. And so you can see the differences. So when you are looking for a job, think very well. If you are going to go into the city, they will pay you more, but you need to be ready so that you are not frustrated. You start looking for houses. Then another thing is that we will talk about transportation now, because when you even get the house, you have to look at, is it very far from my workplace? If it's too far, additional responsibility. You remember the take home for this guy is 1,300 and something. So you can see, if he rent a house, if he is in Manchester and he pay 700 and something per month, how much will remain? Can you see? Can you see? Be breaking it down with your pen and be thinking very well. Assuming it's in Barnsley, okay. If you pay 375 per month, that is fine. It remains 1,000 something. Let me be estimating so that you can see the difference. So it remains 1,000. Let's say you stay in a small city, Barnsley. The problem is this: if you stay in London, you have a large Nigerian community. You will go to church, you will go to mosque, you will go to party. That's another advantage. You will mix with people. If you go to some places where you don't have a large Nigerian community, you may be lonely. So you can see advantage and disadvantage as you move along. So this is rent, subtract rent. So you can do this before you come. Pick your pen, calculate it, you then be able to say, I'm ready now. Not that you collect the visa and come and then blaming the UK government. Oh, they gave me visa, this house is very expensive. No, a lot of us from Nigeria pick our bag, make a decision, we start blaming the government, we blame the Nigerian government or UK government. They've already given you visa. You then come, you want to get everything free. But if you do this calculation, you are going to be confident that, okay, this is what I'm going to find when I get there. This is rent. So you can see we've removed tax, we remove NI, We remove some contribution. If you have, you will not have student loan anyway. Let's look at tax, NI, pension. You remove that, you got a lot of money remaining, and you pay rent. It's okay when you are married. That means you guys will be using, maybe husband will be using the money for everything, and you can be keeping the wife money. But if you are not married, single, you are on your own, and you need to plan very well. Again, let me repeat, this is not to discourage you, to give you a lot of information. The government of UK is opening up. Yes, it's good for you to apply, but get ready. Don't join people that come and start blaming the government that they give you visa. They are not helping you. You need to prepare. So I put something information about how house rent changes as you come in. Okay, now let's look at another thing, house bill. What are the bill you are going to pay? Don't forget, we say this person has received after tax about 1,300. He is now removed. I'm going for the simplest place in for the cheapest place with Big Barnsley. Is remove the house rent 300 and something, remaining 1,000. So let's move on. You are going to pay council tax, except if the house you are renting is what is known as inclusive. Inclusive means that your landlord has said, don't worry, this is the amount you are going to pay. You don't need to pay anything. That means your landlord has packed everything together. If it's 2 bedroom, it's going to be more expensive. That means, but if it's a house, you are going to pay council tax. The rent will be different, council tax will be different. We're going to look at it too. You're going to pay utility bill. What do you mean by utility bill? I'm going to explain it. You know, in Nigeria, some people will not even pay the electricity bill. They will go and pay the NEPA people to come and do it anyhow. It is not possible. If you don't pay, you'll be taken to court. You will receive a warning first anyway. Another thing people don't know is internet, TV, and mobile phone. All this you need to document before you come. Then TV license, and then we have appliances. You have your TV, you have your radio, you have your television, you have your TV, you have your fridge, freezer, insurance. If you don't put your insurance, you probably. Let's break them down. This is council tax. Council tax is a what we call bound. So when you are also renting house, if your house is between band A to H, you can see the band range increases along the alphabet. If your band is around band A, the council tax is less. As you move on band B, C, the council tax is more. So you need to make sure you check this. Your landlord is going to tell you everything. UK is very good. You are going to be given all the information, but the problem we have from Nigeria is that majority of us do not read the information. We just want to go. Your landlord will give everything, follow it, read council tax, is going to say this is the amount you pay. And it's not the landlord that said the council tax ban, it is the government. So that is the, so this is council tax. Please be removing it. And you are going to pay council tax, it depends. So you can be paying £100 per month, 100 and something per month. So remove that from the money. Utility bill, we have gas bill, electricity bill, and water bill. Again, you need to look at it. Very depend on you. So if you are living in a house, definitely you are going to pay more. If you are single, if you are in share accommodation, the problem with share accommodation again is that some people may not pay very well. You are going to be fighting when it is time to pay electricity and gas bill. Some people will stay inside the house throughout the day and they put on the heater and the gas, and you are going to be working and you are coming back, the bill is very high. All these things you need to take into consideration so that you get your own apartment yourself. So you're going to pay gas and electricity bill. Here I show you the energy bill, the utility bill varies across the household. So you have a sample here. This person is being, look at it, 118 per month. No, that is the new balance. So this is the amount is paid. So per month, by direct debit. That's energy bill. This is water bill again. The water you use is also meter. So the more you use water, the more you pay per month. So you'll be subtracting all this from your salary so that you can be able to say, okay, This is why I cannot think of building mansion in Nigeria. Okay. So apart from that, we have internet, TV, phone bill, insurance. Very important. Look at what I've done here. Of course, in Nigeria, your freezer can go damaged. You go and call Mr. John or Sally to come and repair it, and they will repair it. But here, when your freezer is not working and you call someone to come and repair it, they charge per hour. So you may just think, I think I need to buy another one. So the best thing is to put them in insurance. So all these are money that you need to add and subtract them from your salary after tax. Let's move on. Another thing that people don't talk about is childcare. It's very expensive in the UK, childcare. So if you are married and you have children, you have 3 children, problem, and both you and your wife want to work, that means if you are working, if both of you are working during the day, you need to make sure someone needs to pick them, or if you cannot pick them or your wife cannot pick them down, they will stay after school club that are going to be paid for childcare. So after school, you're going to pay for childcare. Again, yes, education is free. A lot of people think, uniform. You are not on benefit. If you're on benefit, you can be begging some people, organization to help you. I don't have to, but you are coming to work in UK. You cannot get public fund. So what you need, you are going to pay school uniform, transport, you need to get your money, although that is okay, and all the other things like that. But the most important here is the child care issue, which a lot of people don't pick up Nigeria. In Nigeria, you have a lot of sisters and brothers, they can take care of child, but you are all alone here. You cannot be telling your friend that's not working to come and take care of your child. No, you put them after school. Another thing people do is that if you are both married, maybe the husband will work during the day, the wife will work in the night, but it can cause a lot of strain. Okay, so if you are subtracting all this money from your money, you will see from your after tax salary, you see that the money is reducing. Everything they are saying on the internet is completely false. On the Twitter is completely false. Yes, you are going to pay pension. I've shown you, which is very important here. Transport is another thing, very important. Please, if you get a job, the school is going to help you, and it's better to get a house very close so that you are not going to school late. It's very important also. A lot of Nigerians don't know it. You need to read school policy about sickness, about lateness. So if your house is very far from the school, sure, you are going to be spending more to get. You are going to spend more hours, more money to get to work. But if your house is very close to school, then you spend less money. These are all what you need to remember. So look at it now. You can see out of 1,300 and something now, we remove rent, we remove tax, we remove everything. Don't forget, we've also not talked about food. Food vary again, depending on area you are. If you stay in Manchester, Birmingham, London, where there are a lot of Nigerian community, Nigerian food will be cheap. But if you stay outside in small town, where we don't have a lot of community, African community, the food will be very expensive because you may need to be traveling to get it, or if there is one shop there, it may be very expensive. So you can see now, this is why Jápanation called me to come and speak to you. Very important that please do not listen to this on the internet where they will give you this. That is what they will give you. A lot of you will be happy. I'm going to save a lot. No, there are a lot of things involved. So when you speak to any of your brother, any of your uncle in Nigeria, and you are asking them to spend 1,100 pounds to you, you see, by the time they calculate, they will be thinking, am I going to, they will send you a little money. You need to be worshiping them a lot. I hope this is clear. If there's any question, let me know. Okay. Thank you so much for inviting me, Annie.
Thank you everyone for coming to the channel today to watch this. This is the part 2 of the Moving to the UK as a Teacher webinar. I hope you've learned something. I hope you are going to be able to put it to use, and I hope it will help you navigate your future experiences in the UK. I wish you all good luck in your application. Bye.